Hi, my name is Lisa, and for this week's discussion post, we are talking about wandering and wandering in our own lives and what we can learn from some of the short stories which we read. When reading the short stories, one of the common threads that I saw throughout most of these was that the characters were wandering in a new place. So typically they were displaced from their original home or place of origin and are now in this new stage of life and are wandering in part because of that. In my life, I think I could be potentially considered wandering, in part because we just moved and my husband and I moved further than we've ever moved before. So we are now farther from family and friends than we've been. And we are learning still about our new area, like where we're going for groceries and um, like different aspects of like where to do all the small things, like restaurants and stuff like that. So when it came to stories that we read and what I think could apply to the wandering that I'm doing right now, I found two that were fairly applicable. One for kind of guidance and another for warning. The guidance that I found from one of these stories would be from the Third Continent story. In this, the main character was able to create a connection and friendship with Mrs. Croft, the one who was renting a room to him. And this ended up being a fairly significant connection to him when he was still new to the States. And this can be found in like the statement that was, as strange as it seemed, I knew in my heart that one day her death would affect me. This sentence kind of signifies how close of a relation, well, it wasn't super close, but how impactful the relationship was between the main character and Mrs. Croft, and how even over the short time of just 6 weeks, they were able to kind of build a relationship and a friendship. And so from this story, I'm looking to try to get, I'm taking guidance for trying to grow friendships and meaningful relationships with people in the area that I'm now moved to. A warning that could be found in the stories would probably be taken from The Arrangers of Marriage. In this story, Dave was trying so hard to fit in to being here in America that he, to an extent, was hiding all the parts of him that came from his culture originally. This could be very seen in the line that's Americans don't drink their tea with milk and sugar. This is such a small detail, but at the same time, like why is it such a big deal for him or his wife to drink tea in their home with cream or with milk and sugar? So he was trying so hard to fit in and kind of blend in with the Americans and be an American that he was not willing to keep his name, have any food that was from his culture in his apartment, or even drink his tea with milk and sugar. So this story kind of gave a bit of a warning to still be yourself. You can move and you can adapt to a new culture and you can learn like social norms and like grow in that culture to fit in, but don't lose the parts that are still important to you and the culture you came from. So one step that I'm going to take this week is to try to plan and deliberately go out to meet people and work on growing relationships with people in the area during this stage of wandering in my life. So, thank you.